Okay. Am I back? Am I live? Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Let me see. Let me see. Uh, pop out. All right. I'm gonna need a window cap. We're gonna need this. Actually, let's use. We're gonna use Microsoft Edge. We're gonna use the browser that I don't surf explicit content in. Just kidding. What's up, Flash? What's up, Alton? All right. So this is the Keep Up podcast. It's a new idea. I'm the host, clearly, and the Keep Up podcast is going to be what the title of the podcast entails. It's just going to be like keeping up on current events, keeping up on life, and it's going to be it's going to be just a lifestyle podcast. Like we're just going to talk, vibe, have good times, and that's what this is. And it's my new venture, and I don't know how many streams a week I want to do, but this is just the test and the intro and everything like that. So, welcome to the Keep Up podcast. And oh no way, does chat show up on stream? Explicit content, fair enough. Let's keep it up. Exactly, exactly, Silver. Yo, that's so cool that this chat pops up on the stream because I didn't set that up, so that means it's running from I don't know. Yeah, let me see something. I want to see something real quick. If this does it too. Where's my Twitch chat shows up? I gotta disconnect that. That's funny. It doesn't show up on our end? Wait, you don't see it on the video feed? So it should show up on the bottom left corner if you see chat. Oh yeah, there's like a 20-second lag. So yeah, so we're gonna talk about on the first episode. I'm gonna try and go like 30, 45 minutes and top of the hour. I should have started top of this hour, but I was kicking the can. I was scared to do this because it's new and I don't know what to do or how to do this. So we're just gonna get started. And my first thing was introducing myself, which I did. I mean, there's nothing much more to say. I streamed. Everyone knows me. Everyone on the internet knows me. I streamed for years, and now I'm here, and not on the screen. Okay, well, it shows up on my end, which is funny to me, but I can disconnect it. I can stop it. So let's see. Summer recap. So we're gonna talk about summer. Let me pull up a calendar. I want something on the screen. Otherwise, it looks boring. We gotta give some visuals because this is gonna be audio and visual. So let me get the window cap going. Is it this one? Does anything show up on here? My fucking. This is funny. I might have to download a new browser. Because the connection to Microsoft is my actual information. I mean, it just shows my name. It doesn't show anything else. Oh, because I use it for Xbox, that's why. I was like, why would it do that? Alright, who cares? Oh. It's my first time streaming. Hold on. Stand by. Oh, wait. We'll just do this. Alright, so we're going to talk about the summer real quick. Wrong thing. Double wrong thing. There we go. So move it like this. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think of that. That's what normally I would always minimize it. It's been so long. It's been too long. I haven't streamed in so long. Is this podcast ever a stream episode or are they the same thing? Um, this is completely different. Any gaming thing will just be like gaming, you know? It's not going to be counted or anything. The podcast episodes are going to be counted. So, whole new, starting from zero, all over. This is what we're on Monday. I mean, I want to stream. I would like to do this Monday through Thursday, potentially Friday, you know, because with podcasting or with long form content intentionally made to be enjoyed outside of it being made, I would want it available on the day. Like, it's like, oh, you know what you're going to get on Friday, you know what you're going to get on Thursday. So, and it's going to carry into the next day. So the idea or theory is I make it at night. It's going to be available the next day, and whoever doesn't catch the night live stream can re-listen to it. And I'm going to re-listen to it as well, just to try and gauge on like where I can improve what I like. I don't want any dead air or dead space, and it's different because the game audio you could always have it carry and you can talk in between game actions or anything like that. But with podcasting, if you stop talking, it kind of just kills the vibe. So you can't leave anything. And then background music, I don't know, like there can be some here and there. I want it not like a morning zoo, but sort of like that environment with like sound effects and stuff to talk about and just everything. Like I want a whole production. But for now, it's just me. It's just me caring like I always carry. So we're gonna start the beginning of summer, which was it 6/28? When was my last live stream? Which I can sort of gauge by my video I made, which that was made 2 months ago, according to YouTube. Can I see the upload date on this? I don't want it to play audio. Too bad. All right, upload date July 5th. And that was, so we're going to go back May, June, July. Let me close this. 4 months ago was the last live stream on Twitch. And let's see. If we go back 4 months from now, we're in September, right? So we go August, or September, August, July, May, or June, May. I think this was around the time I stopped streaming. June, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, I would say June. Probably the end of May. And I was shooting for August to start streaming. Like, I wanted to start streaming the week school started, because I'm like, everything's starting around that time. School's getting back in. People are getting back in the rhythm of things and routine. Whereas like during summer, everyone's doing like vacation or stuff. But on the internet, there really is no summer. Excuse me. It's just a change in like more availability if you live on the internet like I do. So, but summer for me is busy. So I kind of was glad I took that break after streaming almost daily for years. So in June, I started this health journey, and I was 300 pounds, like 305 at most, and probably 295 on the low end. And I think it was 6/28 was when I first started, right? And that was when, right, June's the 6th month? Yeah. So 6/28 comes around, and work was just heavy that day. I walked like 20,000, maybe 25 to 30,000 steps, and I can go back and look. But I'm like, all right, this day was hard, and the next day was even harder. So I was like, oh my goodness, you know what? Summer's gonna be this way. I'm just gonna go in. So I started this health journey where I was like, stop eating bad, hydrate before work every day, and just stay healthy. Eat clean, like eat chicken, eat salads, eat. I was doing keto, so it was like no bread, no sugar, no alcohol, and a low carb diet works for me. Like I can take in protein and be happy and be okay with that. And I can take in like the protein bars and liquid diet. So I was making like protein shakes, and that's how the first month started. And when the first month started, it was like boom, boom, boom. I was executing the plan. I'm like, you know what? I'm staying healthy, and I'm going in. And I was just working. Like I had no time. I was going to bed early, like early. I would stay up to probably like 10:30, 11, and wake up around 2 or 3 and try and start my day. And I would wake up at 3 sometimes, but then if I didn't wake up at 3, I'd wake up between 4:30 and 5, get ready for work. So I started going to bed early around 9 o'clock at night. Like the goal was to be in bed by 9, and then I'd wake up at 2:30, 3 to go work out at the gym before work. I work outside all day, so I don't want to do working out at the end of my day. So I'd go to the gym before work, do some cardio. Like at this time, I was just doing. I think I did the bike, so I was doing spin, and I was doing lifting, just very basic workouts, you know. And then at the end, oh, I know what I was doing because I don't do it anymore. I'd start my workout at the gym by going to the hot tub, sit in the hot tub for 15 minutes. When I sit in the hot tub for 15 minutes, let the body heat up. I'm like, all right, this was like every gym visit too. And then after that, I'd go change, start working out. And the workouts were like stairs or lifting. And it was every other day. Like if I lifted, I'm going to do these lifts on the next day. Or if I did stairs, I'm going to do like a light or heavier. Like I'd do 20 minutes here, 40 minutes the next day. So it was like alternating cardio and lifting and all that. So did that for a month. And after that, I'm like, you know what? I don't have enough time at the gym. Like I'm not doing a lot. Like I'd start 15 minutes heating up, end with a 25-minute heat in the sauna, and like probably an hour of working out. So I'm like, I need to save time. So in the second month, I changed my diet and I said no more red meat. So I just ate chicken, and I cut out the hot tub, and I would just start working out when I got to the gym. And I started losing more weight. I think I have it written down, but the first month I lost like 20 pounds. So I went from 295 to 275, and for the longest time I couldn't break 270. So I just kept going to the gym, and then and no false sugar. So I said no red meat, no diet sodas, no like 0 calorie drinks, like 0 Gatorade, 0 anything like that. So it was just water and coffee, and I drink my coffee black. I don't put anything in it. So that's what I did for all of August, and no red meat. So I just chicken, spinach, a lot of broccoli, a lot of cauliflower. I was doing like chicken and no flour products. No, like it was like keto bread, keto tortillas. So I cut all that out in month 2. And then I finally broke 270, dropped to 265, started going down, hit 260, was happy about that. So now we are in September, and this weekend I was like all the way up until here I was really good. This past week I'm like I was not as good as I've been because I hit my goal. My goal was to reach 250 pounds. I went from 300 to 250, and I was like, I did it. So I've just been letting go slowly, but now I'm getting back on it. So this past weekend was opening football. A lot of stuff happened over summer, and we're going to talk about it. So that was just my life journey for the past 3 months. Just being healthy, losing the weight I've lost, and I gained like 7 pounds this weekend because all I did was eat and drink. Saturday I let loose. Yesterday, which was Sunday, I watched opening football day. So I was just enjoying the day. Finally had a nice weekend after 2 months of like clean eating. And there were some moments that I had. I went to my first soccer game over summer. That was super fun. And a lot happened. So we're going to talk what happened. So much stuff happened, right? There was the Women's World Cup, which can we go to that? We'll go Women's World Cup. Women's World Cup. Can we go over the reviews, over groups and everything? Right? So this is the final. Spain won. That's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this match, which was... Man, this went on for a while. This one. Right here. August 6th. Right? That was a whole month ago. August 6th on Sunday, from Saturday night to Sunday morning. This game was on at 2:30 a.m., right? And I stayed up to watch it. It went to like 4 in the morning into PKs. And I was just like, I was falling asleep, honestly, because I had work that Saturday as well. If it's the first Saturday, I'm working. So I was sleeping in and out of that match. And I wake up, it's the final PK for USA, and they lose. And I was so upset. And I'm like, man, I stayed up for this. I was in my chair, like, sleeping, watching it, and listening to it, and it was on. I'm like, that was, like, one of the first things of summer. But also, what also happened was the Titan submarine, right? This story happened, which I want to make a video about, but that's going to take a while because at the time there were like there was so much information going on. But to me, this was like one of the weirdest stories ever, because I can't remember a time where people were doing something and what they were doing, everyone universally agreed on that it was a bad idea. And of course, the story has a bad ending. Everyone dies on the ship. Yeah, right. And the sub happened a long time ago, like at the beginning of summer. Like, when did this happen? I need to know when it happened. What day? Can we see the day it happened? I'm looking for the day. This is the same article. The submersible date. June 18th. On Sunday, yeah, June 18th. So that was I'm going backwards here, right? So that was in the middle of middle of my first month of not streaming. And this was like a whole 2-week ordeal. Now there's a whole bunch of conspiracies. Like, they already knew, they found it, so why were they looking? Like, USA had radar or sensors hear a sound for 2 days, so why did they continue to let them search for it? And I don't know. Like, I have no answers for that, but it's just interesting how we watched those people go down, and everyone was like, "Why would you go down there? There's no reason to go in that submarine, right?" And check this out. It was such a big ordeal, right? It was such a big. I got the freaking controller that the submarine was controlled by. Like, I haven't opened it. I'm like, some say Poseidon took him down. I'm like, that's how iconic this story was. I'm like, I gotta get this controller, and I ordered it that fucking day. So that was just like a weird thing in life that happened. So it's just I want to do a big deep dive on this, like about all the people on it, and I need time for that. Like, I also I'm doing I went through this book, right? I'm making a video on this. I have all these ideas, and it's just been like, I just need time to do it. So this was a huge event that happened, and his stepson was crazy. I'm like, bro, this story's insane. It just kept getting crazier and crazier. So that happened, and then what was another? Oh, the it was the excuse me, the Little League World Series happened. This all happened over summer, right? I think SoCal lost. Like everything was riding on SoCal for them, and results. Oh, I want to see the bracket. Show me the bracket. Show me the bracket. Oh, it's a PDF. What? Oh no, it's right here. Can I zoom in? Zoom. What is this? So the United States and international feed into each other into the same thing, right? So this says Metro Region, Beat Mountain Region, or just says Mountain, like it doesn't show the name. Southwest beats Mid Atlantic, and then for international it was Panama beat Europe, Africa, and Japan beat Cuba. And then it's a double-sided bracket. I don't know if they're double elim. I need to make this bigger because I can't scroll left and right. Oh, there's more. Oh, no, that's it. Let me move this up. My window is being dumb. Let me just make it 100%. Now can I zoom left and right? I should probably download the PDF. But then I have to make a whole new window. I can read this. This is fine. Yo, Tanu. Hi, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. Just going over summer. Appreciate you being here. And this was a part of the summer. This happened, what date was this? I think this was last month. 2023 date. February 18th. I'm just kidding. What was August 13th, August 20th is something right here. So it was recent, you know. It just happened. Let's put final game date and see what happens. August 27th, Saturday, August 27th. I think I was at the gym that morning too. Let me see. I can verify that too. My gym tracks every time I check in. Everything tracks you. Hold on. Go to history. August 20. I was there Friday. I don't know, Saturday. Maybe you didn't check in. You know, it shows like all these check-ins, and sometimes it doesn't register. So it'll say, oh, you only went to the gym 12 times last month. I'm like, no, I went way more than that. Thank you very much. A day before your birthday. Happy birthday. I need a date. Baseball website. 2022. I want 2023. Oh, it says right here, 8/27. Duh. It says the date's on the bracket. I'm a big bozo. All right, anyway. This happened over summer. 8/27. This was recent, like 2 weeks ago. Final. Everyone plays. Everyone has a good time. You know, all these matches. The final ended up being Caribbean versus West. And champion... What? Oh. World Series championship. Why does it say the West is the champion underneath it? Caribbean. I want these team names because there was like Curacao. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The 5 seed and the 6 seed ended up meeting. I'm trying to see where the Caribbean came from. Oh, they're bottom brackets. Okay, there's 4 brackets in this bad boy. They all feed into each other. I'm reading this correctly. So West came down out of this bottom group, and they went through. It looks like they got a bye because they started in round 3. It looks like game 28. So game 1 was over here. Game 2. And then, where was game 3? Game 3. Anyway, these kids played amazing. It was a good game. And apparently, the West wins, which means California wins over the Caribbean, which means America is always better. But you know what America wasn't better at? That just happened was this was the NBA World Cup. This just happened. FIBA. I need the bracket for this one too. So this was my summer. You know, just watching sports, keeping up, and working out. You know, I lost a lot of weight. I hit my goal. I gotta re-hit my goal because I gained all that weight back. I gained 7 to 9 pounds because I feel heavy and I feel it. Like you get bloated, and if you want to start a health journey, my advice to you is it's one day at a time. You know, take your hardest thing that you can't get rid of and try not to have it for one day. For me, it was, I would say bread, like carbs. Sugar, I can go without sugar, but false sugar, that's the thing. Like when you cut sugar out, you try and look for a substitute. So it's like 0 calorie drinks or like zero Gatorade that has enough false sugar to trick your mind to be like, I got my sugar kick, and it releases that into your system. And for me, I'm like, I'm going to take that away from your brain. And I cut that out. And if you do that for one day, then you can do it another day. And what happened when you do that, what happens is you're not setting yourself up to fail by saying, I'm going to go a whole month without eating sugar. Because when you set that big goal, one mistake and you give up. And you're like, you know what? I'll try next week and go from that point a whole month. And you just keep kicking that can down the road. You keep pushing it away from you. You keep like, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. But if you just do one day, you're like, can I go today without bread? And you do it. You're like, okay. On the next day, you're like, I went yesterday, a whole day without bread. Can I go today without bread and this? Or can I go today without bread and doing something extra? And that's all dieting is changing your lifestyle one little change at a time. There are people that can just flip a switch and say, boom, no. And I'm somewhat that way. I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing this, or this. And I'll stick to it. But I only do it for a day. And then I try and push that for more days. But it's not like I'm going to go a whole year without eating lasagna. So that's my advice. If you want to do healthy lifestyle, and I'm going to do, I want to make like a spin video because I have an exercise bike. So I'm going to set it up and I want to do like a class. So there will be pre-recorded and I want to do like a live one. I don't know that yet because I have to use music that's not copyright. So I'm still holding the controller. Excuse me. So that's in the future. That's part of the future plans portion of this. But here's the NBA Finals. No, not this. I need the NBA World Cup, bro. What is it called? FIBA Basketball World Cup bracket. This is what I need. I don't want this. Get this off my screen. I don't want cookies either. I can't have cookies. It's not on my diet. What? Can I get the scores or schedule? All right. Here's the main part, right? USA lost and got third place to Canada. What's this? Final? Oh, this was a third place match, which means they lost before this to get placed here? Bro, you cannot go anywhere without a website. It's like a yellow book pages, ads everywhere. Like, you can't even pull up a news article without running into stuff, you know? But USA lost this whole basketball World Cup. USA lost Women's World Cup soccer. USA lost men's basketball. We invented basketball, bro. Canada wins. And then it looks like Germany won the final, right? Sunday, September 10th. That was it. That's the final. So, this was yesterday. And Germany wins, beats Serbia. So, all this happened. All this happened over summer. And that's the guy who invented basketball was Canadian. Let's see. Let's ask Bing. Who invented walking? What? Who invented walking? This says there is no single inventor of walking, according to legend. Albert Ignatius Ozowalker stumbled and fell while riding on a horse and discovered the act of walking. However, fossil records suggest that bipedal walking began between 4.2 and 4.4 million years ago, with early hominins like Ardi and Homo erectus. Anthropologists consider Homo erectus an early member of our own genus Homo. The evolution of walking took a very long time to develop. AI search engines be like, well, first of all, who would think like, oh, who invented walking? That's like saying who invented breathing. Like, we just do it. That's not something. If someone we should take credit for inventing walking. Who invented walking? What a question. Who invented basketball? Dr. James Naismith. Nay. Let's see. Can we go to who he was? I want a Wikipedia. Here we go. It says it began with the invention in 1891. So it's been 133 years, 32 years. I did. This is the future. Let's see. Oh, Canadian physical education instructor James Naismith. Wow. Canadian invented one of the biggest sports ever. And not hockey. Let's see who invented hockey. Who invented hockey? Who invented hockey? James Creighton. Yo, James just be doing work, yo. Can I get a Wikipedia on this dude? I want James Creighton's Wikipedia. Why did this come up and not Wikipedia? 1875. They were just inventing sports back in the 1800s. They were bored as hell. They're like, bro, we need something to do on this ice. And there was some guys like, what if we hit a puck into a net? Who invented Earth? Let's see. 31-year-old guy, when he created the indoor, get out of here, sport to keep athletes indoors during the winters. The game became established fairly quickly and grew very. I mean, if you think about it, basketball is just hockey on foot, and soccer is just basketball with your feet, and hockey is soccer on ice. Everything is soccer. Oh, I'm sorry, football. Although I do enjoy a good soccer match. I love watching soccer. So I don't care what we call it. There was only 13 rules of basketball. The ball may be thrown in any direction with one or both hands. The ball may be batted in any direction. A player cannot run with the ball. The player must throw it from the spot on which he catches it. Allowance to be made for a man who catches the ball when running at good speed. The ball must be held in or between the hands. Arms must not be used for holding it. Arms or body must not be used for holding it. No shouldering, holding, pushing, tripping, or striking in any way. Or the opponent. of an opponent shall be allowed. The first infringement of this rule by any person shall count as a foul. The second shall disqualify him until the next goal is made, or if there was an evident intent to injure the whole game, no substitute. Or if there was evident intent to injure the person for the whole game, no substitute. So it's like soccer red card. Those are soccer rules. You get a yellow card, second yellow card, you get disqualified until the next goal is made, which, I mean, in soccer you don't come back in. But if you were trying to injure the person, you get ejected. A foul is striking the ball with the fist, violation of rules 3 and 4 and such described in rule 5. If either side makes 3 consecutive fouls, it shall count a goal for opponents. So this compared to modern basketball is very modern USA basketball, because international rules are different as well. A goal shall be made when the ball is thrown or batted from grounds into a basket and stays there. If the ball rests on the edge and the opponent moves the basket, it shall count as a goal. You could move the basket back then. When the ball goes out of bounds, it should be thrown into the field and played by the first person touching. In case of dispute, the umpire shall throw it straight into the field. So yeah, like a tip off. The umpire should be the judge of men and shall note the fouls of the men. They didn't make sports for women back then. No women on the court. Get them out of here. Oh, speaking of women on the court, there was a female NBA, WNBA. What was it? 1,000 points? 10,000 points? Yeah, she just hit this. She's the first woman to hit 10,000. Good job, Taurasi. She plays, I think, for Phoenix as well, which is super cool. Mercury, the Phoenix Mercury. Diana Taurasi. I think she's 30-something. How old is she? Give me your age. Give me your age. What is this? She's 41 years old. Bro, she out there scoring ducats at 40 plus. That's insane. I'm 30 and I don't want to go running around. This lady's doing it on the daily. She's a baller. All right, anyway. The referee should be the judge in bounds. Which side to keep it? The time shall be 15-minute halves with 15-minute rest between. I think now there's 4 12-minute quarters with one 15-minute break in between for halftime. I don't know how long I want to say 15-30 minutes for halftime. The side making the most goals in that time shall be declared winner. In case of a draw, the game may, by agreement of captains, be continued until another sudden death rules. Insane. Imagine a bunch of fellas in overcoats and monocles playing ball. Good pass, my sire. Good pass, good sir. No, only 13 rules. Now there's a whole bunch of rules. Well, look at that. We got a little history. Went over summer. It was a very eventful summer. Something else happened? I'm trying to think of anything else I thought was notable in my summer. I was like, man, that submarine went missing. Man, look at these kids play baseball. Man, look at the NBA. Look at the World Cup. The Women's World Cup was baloney because the time they aired those games for USA was straight just a kick in the nether regions for us. They would play, for my time, 2 to 3 in the morning, which was like 5 to 6 a.m. on the East Coast. So there was no like primetime game. I think there was one primetime game and it got kicked 2 hours. I'm like, it went from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm like, all right, well, you know, I don't even think I remember that correctly. No. What happened was it was scheduled for one game and then another game got swapped out because they lost their position. So it was, Women's World Cup was disappointing. Not in the fact that USA didn't win, and the fact that I couldn't watch as much as I wanted to. The Men's World Cup, I watched almost every game. I listened to every game. But by the time the games were done in Australia and New Zealand, I would get the score updates, and I didn't care. I'm like, I'm not going to listen to this or watch it. Yeah, Archer's final season, that happened. Or that just started last week, I think. The first episode was last week, so that's going on. And so we did basketball. I did the soccer. I did the submarine. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like movies came out. Barbenheimer. I didn't see Barbie. I didn't see Oppenheimer. I really wanted to see those movies, and I was just busy working. So I have some like event plans. Oh, I have my bar that I didn't get to eat. I still have my dessert. I'll eat this before. Oh, it's right now. I did it. I did my thing. I've been talking for a minute. So future plans, real quick, before stream ends. I have segments planned for Fridays. Like good comment, bad comment. So it's like we'll see what's going on. We'll do like fail Fridays, where I'll like show fail videos and we'll like go over them and just have a good time. Just keeping up in general, like with life and current events and like what happened this week. Like today's 9/11. Obviously, never forget. Like no disrespect or anything, but we know what today is for everyone. And NFL just started. There are people who don't care about football, but there are some good moments in football. And sports in general are like, this is like, I could be your intro to sports. Very casual fan, but very passionate competitor. So I get really into sports. Like I like watching, and I have my teams, but I'll watch a game and break it down. And I understand what's going on. So if people who don't understand or who want to talk about it to other people, this is going to be for you. But it's not just going to be sports. It's going to be everything. It's going to be new shows, new movies. And that's the thing too. Stuff I haven't tried, I want to do. I want to do like tier list stuff on stream where it's like, we're going to do this on a certain day, but if you want to participate, this is what you need, and we could all do it at the same time. And that's down the road, and I just want to keep streaming this way. And I'll do gaming here and there, but this is my main child now. This is the new baby. So, oh, stuff I haven't done. That's the thing I was thinking of. Like I've never seen Godfather, and I really want to see that. I've never had like fish. I've never eaten fish, so I would try fish on stream. Just like stuff and like just experience and keeping up, yo. It's the Keep Up podcast, episode 1. And that's all I have really right now. I did the new thing. I'm surprised it's already top of the hour. So how long was this? This was 43 minutes. Oh, and the flowers are going away. Right, the leaves are already changing colors. I've never had a pumpkin spice latte. We can all try one. So that's in the future, bro. I haven't seen any of the Godfathers. I played the Godfather game on Xbox way back when, and I'm like, okay, I've seen the movie pretty much. I think I only played like 70% of it too back when I was like 15. So that is all I have. And I gotta change my bios and stuff, because I think this still says I do most things on Twitch on my YouTube profile, which is funny to me. But if you spend time here, thank you so much. You guys can be doing anything, watching anyone. Just made a valuable time here, so thank you. I'll be back. Let's shoot for Wednesday. You know, I'm going to go over this, listen to it, think about it, come up with ideas tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I think I'm busy tomorrow at work too, so it'll just be a busy day in general. But Wednesday, we'll come back and we'll talk all about it. See what's going on in the world. But until then, be safe, be kind, and have